Manchester United complete the signing of Harry Maguire from Leicester City. Slabhead himself has signed for Manchester United. Now, to be honest, I'm not jumping for joy. I'm relieved that Manchester United have now addressed their centre-back issue to some degree in signing a new centre-back, which is probably an upgrade on what Manchester United currently have. I mean, I can't say for absolute certain he's definitely going to be an upgrade, but I think he's certainly better than some of the options we've got. In my case, Smalling and Jones and Rojo, I think he's a better option than them. And probably Eric Bailly, because Eric Bailly has been so injury prone over the last season or two, but Manchester United still have other centre-backs in Lindelof and Tuanzebe, who I think are not too bad themselves, and are certainly not too far behind Slabhead. And Axel Tuanzebe is still only 21 years of age, so it is an upgrade for this season for Manchester United, but I don't know if it's going to elevate us to the level that Manchester United need to be in order to be challenging for Premier Leagues and Champions Leagues and Cups, etc. But we will have to wait and see. I mean, Liverpool signed Virgil van Dijk, and at the time, when they spent 75 or whatever million on him, I thought they'd had their pants pulled down. I really did. I didn't think he was at the level that would get them back challenging, and in a short space of time, he turned around into probably the best centre-back in world football currently. And at the time of buying him from Southampton, he wasn't, for me, nowhere near at that level. And it probably helped going to a team to obviously be managed under Jurgen Klopp and to be playing with a lot better players at Liverpool, no disrespect to Southampton. So Leicester City are probably that kind of mid-table to slightly higher than mid-table, 7th to 8th place Premier League team, and Manchester United are slightly above Leicester in that category and looking to elevate themselves higher than that. So he will be going to play in a better team, so hopefully he can elevate his game to that next level. I think he's still only 26 years of age, so he could improve that bit more yet. When he hits 27, 28, 29, he could still be a very good centre half. But overall, at least we've made progress in the signing of a centre back, because last summer we didn't even sign a centre back, and last summer was really the main summer in recent years where Manchester United haven't backed the manager barely at all. In other seasons we've signed a number of players, and this season we have backed Ole Gunnar Solskjaer in signing 3 players that he has wanted to bring to Manchester United. So people can say, well, he hasn't backed the manager, he's just brought in a player from the Championship in Daniel James, and that was a player that Solskjaer wanted to bring into Manchester United. He wanted to bring Wan-Bissaka in, who's only had one season, who is a fantastic defender. He's also wanted to bring Harry Maguire. So when the critics come out, if Manchester United start the season horseshit and say, well, you've signed horseshit players, well, these are players that Ole Gunnar Solskjaer has wanted to bring to Manchester United. And on the whole, we in the last few years, besides last season, I think that Ed Woodward has backed these managers to a certain extent. We've brought in big money signings, the likes of Pogba. We've brought players on big wages, Sanchez and Ibrahimovic, and the likes of Di Maria and that. So we've spent big. Lukaku's cost a lot of money, and now we've brought in Slabhead for a lot of money. We have spent a decent amount of money over the last few years. Yes, we are doing catch up, considering under the latter years of Fergie we didn't spend big enough and wasn't competing in terms of the amount we were spending, but we have spent a lot of money in recent years, and we've gone again this summer. We still need more to add to the squad in order to get us challenging for the title, but this will hopefully, with Wan-Bissaka and Harry Maguire, it should hopefully get the defence up a couple of notches. I mean, he's very, very good at bringing the ball out of the back. He's Harry Maguire, so very comfortable on the ball. So hopefully the defence won't look as shaky with fucking Phil Jones and Chris Smalling at the back. You would hope that they are the backup men this season, and one or two of the others, maybe Rojo goes, and whatever happens with Bay, Lindelof and Tuanzebe can form the backup pair, and Jones and Smalling and Rojo and all that lot can just clear off. Would like to be cleared off, but as long as Jones and Smalling are the backup men, then I'm happy that they're not starting games for Manchester United, because they've been at the club far too long, and our defence has been bad for far too long. Yes, it was only 2 seasons ago that David Hare won the Golden Glove Award for most clean sheets, but he was having to save after save after save, and Manchester United shouldn't be having to rely on the goalkeeper to perform heroics every single week in order for Manchester United to get over the line. David Hare should be having to make maybe 1-2 world-class saves in maybe a big game, a few games. Against the Leicester team, shouldn't be making so many saves. Should be having pretty easy games for Manchester United, and that just hasn't happened over the last few years. And the defence was a massive issue. Midfield is still an issue, and maybe right wing is still an issue, but at least Manchester United have this summer at least really addressed 2 key areas in the team that needed improving, which is progress for Manchester United. I think we can improve this season. Anyway, let me know your thoughts on the signing of Slabhead. It is not one that I jump for joy thinking that it's going to turn Manchester United into title challengers, but it is a piece in that puzzle in order to get us back up where we need to be. Like the video, subscribe to the channel if you're new, and I'll talk to you all again soon. See ya.